Morning, Bexar County deputies are investigating a stabbing involving 3 people. It happened around 10 last night in the 9,000 block of Misty Plain Drive. That's on the city's far west side. Deputies say they arrived to find that an 18-year-old man had stabbed his younger brother and father. The 2 victims were taken to the hospital in critical condition. BCSO says the 18-year-old had turned the knife on himself, but his injuries are not life-threatening. The suspect was detained and taken to the hospital.
In your morning headlines, get ready to spend even more for food. The USDA just released its food price outlook for 2022, and they predict the cost of groceries will continue to skyrocket. They say overall you could be spending up to 4% more for food by the end of this year. Dairy prices expect to increase between 4 and 5%. Poultry could cost 6 to 7% more, and prices for things like cereal, baked goods, and sweets could go up 3 to 4%. The USDA also predicts restaurant prices will increase anywhere from 5 to 6% this year.
And Americans age 50 and older can now get a second COVID-19 booster. It's been at least 4 months since their last vaccination. Food and Drug Administration has authorized the extra dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine for that age group and for certain younger people with severely weakened immune systems. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention later recommended the extra shot as an option, but stopped short of urging that those eligible to rush out and get it right away. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases have dropped to low levels after the winter surge of the super contagious Omicron variant.
A new lawsuit is asking a federal court to permanently end the federal transportation mask mandate. Florida is leading the charge, but 20 other states, as well as a group of pilots and flight attendants, are also behind the suit. The states claim the policy is an abuse of federal emergency powers. The mask mandate is currently slated to end April 18th, though it could be extended again. The suit is separate from another filed earlier this month to block the mandate. Major airline CEOs and Southwest Airlines Flight Attendants Union has also urged the Biden administration to end the mask mandate. Meanwhile, history was made in space overnight.
Despite what's unfolding here on Earth between the U.S. and Russia, astronauts from both countries came together as colleagues. ABC's Andrea Fujii has a story.
Undocking confirmed.
This morning, a long-awaited homecoming for NASA astronaut Mark Vande Hei, returning from a record 355 days in space.
It's sometimes challenging being up here, but I have just been having a blast.
He, along with 2 Russian cosmonauts, left the International Space Station, boarding Russia's Soyuz spaceship to land in Kazakhstan this morning. They returned to a very different landscape than when Vande Hei left Earth nearly 1 year ago. Tensions between the U.S. and Russia have escalated to new heights as the war in Ukraine rages. But Tuesday, during the traditional change of command ceremony, the Russian commander on the space station took a moment to reflect on those tensions.
People have problem on Earth, on orbit. We are one crew.
And then this shared hug between the Russian and the American, as the commander handed over the symbolic space station key to the new commander, Thomas Marshburn. Weeks ago, when the U.S. began sanctioning Russia, tensions did reach space. The head of the Russian space agency threatened to abandon Vande Hei, posting a video showing the cosmonauts waving goodbye to him. Retired astronaut Scott Kelly fired back, engaging in a social media war of words.
I never thought I would ever hear anything so outrageous.
But reflecting on her time in orbit, former astronaut Katie Coleman says up in space, where you're from doesn't matter.
The fact that you're from one little place on that planet is it's a great sense of community.
After landing this morning, Vande Hei travels back to NASA headquarters in Houston. As for future Russian-American space flights, a top Russian official is expected to discuss the issue tomorrow. Andrea Fujii, ABC News.
437, about 71 degrees.